What's up, y'all? What's happening? It's your boy Mark. I'm here. I am here. I don't know why I always say that, but I guess I kind of do know why I always say that because literally, I'm here. You know, every day that I wake up and every day that I can get on here, jump on this live, do whatever I got to do. You know what I mean? I'm I'm here. When I'm not here, I won't be able to say I'm here. You know what else? Rest in peace to my guy Victor Owusu, who was one of my closest friends in high school, who died in a car accident uh, January 20th, 06. That day just passed a few days ago. It's been 20 years.
Pardon the pardon the interruption. Pardon the interruption. Um, yeah, but I lost my guy 20 years ago. Wow, it was. I didn't even think about that. You know how people are like, it's a 5 year anniversary, it's a 10 year. When somebody dies, um, I can't. I don't know. I guess a part of my brain just. I'm not gonna say doesn't accept it, but it's hard. It's hard for me as the longer you live and the more that losses pile up. Man, I don't want to lose my train of thought. I don't even remember why I mentioned that. Uh, wow, that really made me forget. Hi, Eyes Block. Um, there was a reason why I brought that up, and then I lost my train of thought. I guess time goes. I know that was not the point. I was getting into a bag of something I wanted to say. That's why I'm like, shoot, I wish I could remember what I was trying to say. But I guess I'll just go back to the beginning and start over with what I was saying before this video cut off. Yeah, I lost my guy in 2006, and oh yes, now I remember. I started off this live by saying I am here, and the reason why I am here, I was wondering why I keep saying I am here every time I do a live. And then I remembered when I was at my friend's funeral, and one of his family members, I don't remember who, maybe his dad, somebody was giving a little speech about him, and then they were like, one thing I always remember about Victor is that when he was a little kid, he would always walk into every room and be like, I am here. And I feel like that's why I say that unintentionally. I just thought of that right now. It's like stuck in my head. When I get on this live, I'm like, what's up, everybody? I am here. It's kind of where I got it from. Yeah, in the back of my mind, I miss him. And then I was saying, I was thinking of how long it's been, and this year was literally the 20th year, I guess, anniversary. Even though I hate saying that, but the 20th anniversary of his passing. And yeah, it's okay to announce that you're here, because one day you're not going to be. Not to be morbid, but it's the truth. Thank you, Alex Morrison. I appreciate that. That was nice of you. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. I just kind of randomly got into a mind frame of thinking about losses, that I've taken over the course of my life. I don't know how my mind went there, but anyways, on to what I was originally intending to talk about. Hello, Landon. Hello, anyone else I missed. Challengemania. I went to Challengemania yesterday. Now, I'm always honest with you guys. I don't know. I don't care about the political game anymore because, frankly, like, this YouTube stuff has not done anything significant to change my life financially or otherwise. So I don't hold no punches when it comes to that. And I don't really care if I'm saying this because Challengemania doesn't care about, what's going on with me. Thank you again. Have you been on my live before, Alex? What are y'all doing in this chat right now? I'm not understanding what's happening. So anyways, I say all that to say, Challengemania. Are you trolling my chat? It's not snowing yet, but it's going to. It's supposedly. It's a bagel chat. Oh, okay. You guys can do what you do. Yeah, Challengemania doesn't care whether I come to another event or not. Like, it's not a thing for them, and I don't really care whether I go to another one. I went to this particular one because Wes Bergman was gonna be there, and y'all know Wes Bergman is my favorite. I'm not gonna call him my favorite reality TV star of all time. It's like 1A and 1B between Flavor Flav when he was doing that and New York. The way that I would cry laughing. Flavor of Love, however many seasons I think there was, 3, and then I Love New York, I think 2 seasons of that. Top 2 favorite reality stars. But in terms of like challenge, in terms of the challenge specifically, Wes is my all-time favorite. Big fan for many years, got to interview him. That's okay. Thanks for dropping by, and thanks for the super chat and the, what is that, the sticker, super like. So the tickets are a waste of money. I was talking to somebody who's been there, who's been going to those challenge things for as long as I have. And we were reminiscing. The first time I ever went to a challenge event, it was like $40 for a ticket, and it was in a bar. We go in this bar, and it wasn't a meet and greet. It was just like a meetup. And to explain the difference between a meet and greet and a meetup, right? A meet and greet is like you're going to meet celebrities, and they're like, the X amount of people are in the building. These 6 people from the challenge are in the building, and they're all going to stand up in different places, and you're going to stand in line, and you can talk to them for like 2 to 3 minutes, take a couple pictures, and be about your way. That's what a meet and greet is. At least that's what a meet and greet has become. Why did the price of this gas station go up so much? Oh my God. Okay. All right, Goat is cool. I'm sorry, but spamming my chat is not the move. I don't like people who spam my chat. I'll take that back. I won't say I don't like people who spam my chat, because I don't know y'all to like you or not like you. I just don't think you're here due to support. BRB. All right. I am back. Oh, and Alex is back. This gas station that I went to, this gas station that I just filled my gas at, the price of gas just went up on that gas station. I used to go to that specific gas station because it was the cheapest gas prices in town. And I stopped there thinking that that was still the case, and it was $2.83 per gallon. And I passed a gas station on my way there that was $2.65 a gallon. So clearly they're not the cheapest in town anymore, because they're 18 cents, 285, 283. They're 18 cents a gallon more than that place that I passed 10 minutes ago. So I guess they're off my list now, unless in case of an emergency. But anyways, what I was saying is, I'm going to try to make this short. I'll probably come back on later and give you guys a further explanation or whatever. But 40 cents a gallon. What am I talking about, 40 cents a gallon? $40. $40 a ticket. When I first started going to Challengemania. $60 for a VIP ticket. The VIP ticket didn't even really matter too much. I think the only difference was that since they were at the bar, not everyone gets a seat, so the $60 was to guarantee that you get a seat, which one time didn't even happen for me, and then like a swag bag that not everybody gets, but then people pick them up anyways. It was hard to control who gets what, so they kind of took that away as an option. But it was so cool because you pay $40 to $60. You just walk in there. There's 5, 6, 7 challengers. They're not like sitting up front looking at you and you're looking at them from downstairs at a table. They're just amongst the bar with you. And I miss the essence of that. Them just being in the bar. You're in the bar. You talk to them. There's no line to go see them. You just casually walk around. You know, you find whoever you want to talk to. You talk to them. You take pictures with them. That was the essence, and I loved that. And I went to maybe 3 of those. Then they started having them at City Winery. The first one that I went to at City Winery, I think I paid $140 something, close to $150. But I didn't mind. That was like $150 to see CT. That was the first time I had ever seen CT. And it was important because of, I was grieving my dad, not the loss of my dad at that time. And going and speaking to him, was such a boost of spirit. Was something I really felt happy about going to do. But that was one. But when you go to City Winery, you pay this huge amount of tax to pay for a City Winery ticket. Then they have like a 2-drink table minimum. You have to buy food, this and that. You have to spend at least, let's say $30 to $40 or whatever. You have to pay $40 to $50 for parking. And it's just like overall probably for a $400 night at times. And the first 1 or 2 that I went to, they were a lot more interactive in terms of the challengers. There was a lot more to the stage show that they do. It was a lot more fun. Now, it seems like they just get up there, obligatory. The tickets are like $300, $200 to $300, depending on what tier. Hi. Kenny. Depending on like what tier you get, the tickets are like $200 to $300, and they get on the stage for a little bit. They answer some questions, and then they're like, Wes is gonna stand over here, Kara's gonna stand up here, this one's gonna stand over here, this one's gonna stand here. And honestly, you have to pick and choose who you want to see because you won't see everybody. And really, they'll have two headliners, 1 to 2 headliners. In this case, CT and I mean not CT, Wes and Kara. And then they'll have like 4 to 5 other people just for the sake of spreading out the room a little bit and making sure that everyone just doesn't go to those 2 lines. But now I'm literally just there to see the headliners. So I came and I stood in the West line, and then right after the West line, I stood in the Kara line, and then my night was done. I did get to see a few people in between because there was people that were close by them that were in between. But essentially, I just, the events are getting more expensive and there's less to them. But regardless, I always try to make the best, the most fun that I can. I got to talk to Wes a little bit, not very long, but the cool part was just him recognizing me. When I saw him, when I spoke to him, he's like, "I know you." I put the video up. I was able to talk to him. I was able to thank him a little bit for doing those interviews on my channel and just for being really kind. He helped me with my mental health project. By making a little video for me back in 2020 or 2021. It was just, he's just been a good guy to me. Like, we're not friends. I won't say we're friends. Just like the same thing I would say about Kara. Like, I'm not sitting here and saying that we're buddies or anything like that. But all of my interactions have been really excellent. What I like about like a Wes and a Kara and some of the other people that you'll hear me talk about on my channel, what I like about them is that they don't treat me or anyone, it doesn't seem like, when they meet them, like I am above you. Like the trash that Wes talks to his fellow challengers, especially like on the show, or the type of trash that he talks when he gets on the TV, I've realized is, for some of them, like he's one of them, that's his TV character. I feel like he's not really like that. I mean, I'm not saying he was never like that, because I think he was at one point kind of like that, but I think at this stage of his life, those times when he's able to get on the shows is like the time for him not to be really serious. Alright. Alex, I go live on a lot of days. Not every day, but a lot of days. Subscribe to my channel, though. I am about to jump off of here, but if this is your first time here, thanks so much for joining me, for listening to me. For those who have never been on my channel before, I get on here. It is predominantly a challenge. I mean, not a challenge, a channel where I talk about like TV shows, reality TV shows. It is a channel that I do a lot of that. But I also talk about my life. I talk about, what's going on with my day. I talk about mental health because that's what I do for a living. And I take suggestions. If there was ever a topic that one of you said, hey, this is the topic I would like to hear you speak about, just let me know. Go to my About Me section. My About Me section has ways for you to contact me. Contact me in one of those ways and shoot me a message. Say, hey, Mark, I would like to hear what you think about this, or this is a topic that I would like, or even just drop a comment. Drop a comment in my comment section and let me know. Live, when I go live is it varies, but usually you can probably catch me in the mornings, every morning, on my way to work and on my way to and from work, which would be around 8 o'clock in the morning and around 5 p.m. And the other time is pretty random, but those are predominantly. Yeah, probably. And I'll be live again today, probably at some point in the afternoon. But anyways, I gotta go. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell.